Couple of wee knocks and niggles, but hopefully we can get them through today and go up there with a reasonable strength squad. Sean Kelly's still missing with a wee bit of inflammation in his knee. Stephen Bradley's on the road to recovery, so we're not in a bad place, but a couple of wee niggles and knocks which you'd expect at the start of pre-season really. First 30 minutes I thought Hamilton were the better team, more aggressive on the front foot, better in the press, more energy, wee bit more desire. They get their goal, that gives us a wee bit of a boo up the backside if I'm honest. And then we probably dominate a lot of the ball from that point onwards, move it well, create some good opportunities, hit the bar, hit the post. It's probably 4 contentious penalty decisions, but I think there's at least 1 stone wall, maybe 2, but you've not got the VAR to look back on that, so you probably get a wee bit lucky. Hamilton with at least 1 penalty. We get a goal back and then we're pretty poor at our penalties, but I think I'd like to give Hamilton a wee bit of credit. I'd like to give the players, Johnny and staff, a wee bit of credit. They came here, they had a go, they were on the front foot, they were aggressive, and I don't care what level of football you're playing, you've got to start and you've got to be bang at it from the first minute. They were, we weren't, they punished us. Really, that's the story of the game. Probably we're no long in. There's a couple of weeks into pre-season, nothing to do with Hamilton. They're probably in a couple of weeks earlier than ourselves, but we shouldn't be using that as an excuse. I'm not, but I do think sometimes these games come a wee bit early in the season, so you're doing your groundwork in front of the fans, you're doing the groundwork in front of the media, when at times you would like to be doing this, building these foundations away from the eyes of the media and the fans, to allow the players to make the mistakes and build themselves in and get their sharpness and stuff like that. So maybe just a wee bit passive in terms of our mentality, but a wee bit lethargic also in terms of Hamilton being a couple of weeks ahead of us. But that shouldn't be an excuse, but I think that played a little part in the question you just asked me. I think it'll be a difficult game of football. I think Paul's recruited really well. He's back to a club he knows extremely well. He knows how to win games of football at Cove, but good recruitment. It'll be a big, strong, physical game of football. They'll no shirk out their physical challenges. They can also play. They've got good options. They can go long. They can play. So it's going to be a decent game of football. But we need to go up there and you need to earn the right to play football, and that'll be probably Paul will be telling these players the same thing. We try. I don't think any of my players or any of my staff, including myself, go out on the park and gain the opponent respect. I know how competitive Scottish football was. We played Brecon up at Brecon. It was a difficult game of football. Fitness probably took over in the end, but that was a difficult game of football, and they were Tier 5, non-league. So whether you're playing League 2 or League 1, you just need to look at some of the previous fixtures this year. But every year there's teams in the Premier League losing games of football, not winning games of football that they should perceive to win. Little bit similar to ourselves when we go to Ibrox and Parkhead and you pick points up. So I don't think it's to do with the boys not approaching the game properly or underestimating the opponent. It's just football, and it's a competitive nature of Scottish football. Right now I need one more in, 100%. I'm actively looking for someone in the offensive area. I've got a couple of options. Probably one more short in terms of that, but I'll need to move 1 or 2 on for that to happen. So 100% need another offensive player in. I'm actively looking for that, but I'm looking for quality. I've looked at hundreds of players, to be honest, at this point, but I would like one other in the building. So I know exactly where we should be, but I knew this year the budget's been cut. I know we've got the lowest budget in the Premier League by a country mile. I know there's other teams with similar low budgets, but some of these teams have spent 300 and 400 grand on signing new players. So it's going to be a difficult season, but it's more that every season we've been in the Premier League, we don't approach it any differently, if I'm honest. So it's going to be a difficult season, but I would like to add one more into the squad. I think you can use that in the early years of your Premier League survival, but then the more you're in the Premier League, do you want to keep treading water? And sometimes that's how it can feel. Do we want to just keep surviving? I don't want to be a manager that just goes out there to survive. I don't want that. So as a club, we need to, and I've been very vocal on this previously, as a club we need to find a way to increase the playing budget. whether that's through commercial income or whether that's through investment into the football club, because I know that group of players are ambitious. I know the group of staff, including myself, are ambitious. First 2-3 years in the Premier League was probably a novelty, but do I want to approach every year in the Premier League as trying to survive? No, I don't. I want to try to break into top six. I want to bring this club European football, but ultimately where we find ourselves at this point and kind of our financial structure is staying in the Premier League. So again, we're going into another season having to survive. But I'm under no illusions how difficult that's going to be. There'll be another 2 or 3 clubs in a similar boat to myself, but these clubs that I'm referring to, I know their budgets, and I know their budgets are bigger than ours. And I keep hearing this for other clubs, oh, it's not about budgets, he's always speaking about budgets. Look across world football. Where were Chelsea before Abramovich came in? Where was Man City before the money came into Man City? So when you look at football in general, finances and budgets play a huge part of football, unfortunately, and that's where we are.